Hello! Oh my
Live
God,
with
I
our
don't know what
technical difficulties. Woo!
I don't know what kind of weird face that was. I'm scared. I'm literally holding this with one hand. This is so Corona. It's not even funny. Hey.
We are here, but we made it.
I'm trying to get my phone. Really interesting.
Oh God, it's been one of those days, and it's hot today.
It's hot. Nothing's working. I don't know what to do.
Me and my chicken are here.
How's it going?
Good.
Otherwise,
I'm hot.
yeah, you are hot.
It's hot in here.
Oh my God. This is just crazy. I don't know what's wrong with this B Live or broadcasting, but oh my God, how I've MacGyvered this, I don't even know. If you can see what I see right now, it's literally the bottom of a blender, a wooden spoon, and a marble like mortar and pestle. It's
Oh my God.
holding it together. I can't move this thing. Okay.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
It's not working. I don't know. Have you guys all had a day like that today where things just don't really go well?
Yeah,
Kind of been that kind of day.
that's crazy. Oh
It's
my
crazy.
God.
Well, I do have everything ready to go for the flan, so I'm really
Yay.
excited.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm not doing this with sweet condensed milk. I'm just letting everybody know right now. I'm doing it with heavy cream. You can do it the other way if you want to. This is a mixture of a couple of different recipes, from traditional Mexican vanilla flan to the more eggy, custardy Spanish flan. I'm just doing my own. I'm just doing my own deal. Okay. This is
Our own kitchen deal.
I think it's gonna work.
Yes,
We'll see. I'm feeling positive. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you want to decide. You have to make you got decisions to make with the flan. Okay. Are you gonna do the ramekins? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you gonna do a large, pie dish or a large baking dish? So it's up to you if you want to make the giant flan, which you flip over and can cut into pieces, or do you want to do the individuals? And I'm gonna do the individuals just cause. And I only have 2 large ones.
What?
The rest are slightly smaller. And then I have this one random.
Those are the diet ones.
So normally it would do 6 of these. This is like the standard custard ramekin, okay? But since I only have 2 of those and I have the smaller one and then the rando blue one, it's probably 8. It's probably gonna be 8.
Okay.
The thing you want to do before we start, first thing is to get all your ramekins out and just have them on the side of where we're going to make the caramelized sugar orange mixture, okay? Because you have to fastly put it into the ramekins, okay? Before it hardens. So that's number 1. We're going to do that first. And then the other prep is preheat your oven at 325, okay? And then the other thing is, get a roasting pan that can fit all of your ramekins, okay? And fill it with water in there. Half inch of water.
Okay.
Making what they call in France as the bain-marie.
All right. So is that water in there already hot or no?
It's not. It's just lukewarm. It's not cold. It's not just room temp. I could heat it up. I mean, that's what I do for custard. I didn't think about that.
Well, I usually, the only reason I was asking is because I did something the other day and they said to put boiling water in the bain-marie in the oven.
So I've done it with heating it, and I've done it without. All of these recipes that I've looked at that I've made this combo recipe out of did not say to do that.
Okay.
So, I don't know. What should I do? See, this is
I would use water that's at least warm, if not hot, from your kettle.
Well,
or
I
put it in the oven now.
Oven right now. I could put it in the oven right now.
Just put it in the oven now.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's hot. The oven's hot. It's hot in the kitchen.
Oh.
It's hot outside.
Yeah, our life in the kitchen in the summer, it's hot.
It's just hot. Okay, so that's gonna heat up. All right, we've made a decision. We've made several. Okay. All right.
All right.
So, the next part is a lot easier. So we're making this sauce, okay, which is like caramel sauce, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's all it is, and this is, 6 servings, or with me, it's probably going to be 8. And you can double this if you have a bigger dinner party or something like that. It's really easy, but it's just sugar, and I'm putting a half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of fresh orange juice, and a little bit of Cointreau, because I want an orangey flavor. In fact, I might even put a dash of vanilla in there as well, just because I want it to have a little bit of depth. A lot of times, if you want it to be classic vanilla flan, then you just do the sugar on its own.
Yeah. You don't have to add any flavorings if you don't want to.
So this is a half a cup of sugar. It can be any kind of regular sugar that you have. I just have turbinado sugar right now. So
that's what I have.
I have brown sugars, but I'm going to do a half a cup of this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Into the this is like a big saute pan. And then you have to do fresh OJ. You cannot do bottled. So I'm just going to squeeze it right here in front of you.
With the lemon squeezy. Woo!
Yes, I'm just doing it. This is all old school right now. And I'm going to measure it to get half a cup.
She's going to measure it, you guys, with an actual measuring cup.
And with the right measuring cup.
I'm impressed.
Remember when we first started doing this and you were like, why are you measuring liquids in the wrong thing? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
David does it all the time too. It drives me nuts.
I had no idea until you told me that. Isn't that sad?
No, it's probably common.
What do I do?
I mean, you live long enough.
What do I do?
Use the wrong measuring cups.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
What other things do we do wrong that our whole life?
Somehow we lived through it. And we had good food.
Long. I think the list is long.
Well, it could be.
We're human.
It's the live and learn list.
Okay, I'm so close to getting this. This lemon squeezer, it's just not my day, Brianna. So not my day. It's just
sort of like that some days.
Oh my Lord. Okay, I'm just gonna squeeze it like this because it's not working. So the
thing with the lemon squeezy is if the pieces are too big, it just doesn't work very well. You got to cut them into little quarters or something.
There's a reason why they don't call it the orange squeezer.
There you go. Yeah, we need a bigger one. Maybe that's what you and I can invent.
You put a little Cointreau in there and call it a day.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Okay.
Oh, I knew what I was cooking the other day. I was making those egg bites. I think I'm going to do that on the show at some point. I love those egg bites at Starbucks, and I'm refusing to go in Starbucks now because they took down all their Pride stuff.
Yeah.
So I made my own freaking egg bites, and they're delicious.
I bet they are. I hope you make them on the show. Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing I want to point out just use the best. But when you buy vanilla, just buy the best vanilla that you can. Like, there is no, life is too short to live with crap vanilla. You can
No, there's no point in crap vanilla. Well, you know, I make my own, so
This is
I'm addicted to good vanilla.
fabulous brand of pure vanilla extract, and I'm just gonna put, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to kind of eyeballing it. That was probably a teaspoon.
She's
Okay.
the eyeballer, as you all know.
So here's what's really important. You must have a wooden spoon when you do this. I'm putting on the heat right now to the frying pan. And I'm going to put it on medium low. Oh my God, I can't get my thing to start every time.
Why does it not?
Okay, it started.
It's chaos. It's chaos kitchen instead of Corona kitchen.
So this is gonna heat up, right? And the sugar is gonna start to caramelize, and I will show you what it looks like. It's just gonna be a lot of stirring for me right now. I'm adding the Cointreau and the fresh OJ, okay? And that's gonna be tasty flavor profile. Okay, so I'm just stirring. I'm gonna be stirring for a while. It's probably gonna be 5 minutes of stirring while this heats up and starts to caramelize. And so what else? Okay, it's Juneteenth today.
It's Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Yes, it is. And
some things are good to celebrate.
Yes, we are celebrating. Well, I'm as happy to see, you know, banks were closed here and stuff. I think it's a national holiday. I'm glad it should be.
It felt national, and that feels good to have it be recognized nationally and not just, you know, business as usual today, because it should be so.
Yeah. We like that. And we can talk about our GoFundMe.
Yes.
That we have going on right now.
Anybody who's watching, let's do a recap of our video.
We have lots of cool prizes.
Okay, so to be clear, we've done 2 fundraisers since we started Corona Kitchen in the past, now going on more than 3 years.
3 years.
If you like the programming that you get with us, which is something we're not paid for, and with this money that we're asking for this time is not to pay ourselves, it's just to pay, you know, for the travel to get to all these places to promote our book. So, you know, we're just asking for, if you enjoy this, help a sister out, right?
Yes.
That's what it is. That's what it's all about.
Yes, I think something's in retrograde. I do.
Something's going on today. So
and it's just over our house.
Be gone, whatever it is. Okay. So as this is beautifully starting to caramelize.
Oh, lovely.
And it'll be a gorgeous dark brown amberish color when it finally all melts. But so let's just say you want to give $25 to the campaign, which we totally would appreciate. What do you get for this, Anna?
Yes, for $25 and up, you will get a cool limited edition spoon, wooden spoon. Who couldn't use a wooden spoon? Look, Lisa is using a wooden spoon.
We all need them, but this one in particular actually says in the font of our cookbook that time we are feeling, and it has our signature chicken logo on it.
Yeah, woo!
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yep. And we have limited edition an apron that I'll make, and for different prizes we have pot holders made by moi. We have a lovely Lucas and Llewellyn bottle of wine, and our own Holly's homegrown basket of goodies.
So these are all different donation levels. So what you were just describing was, so the next level is, I think it's at $150. We're going to take a recipe from the cookbook. It will be a beautiful color copy of this that we will sign to you personally. That's $150. And you get the spoon, of course.
And you get the spoon.
And then you get the spoon. Okay, it's starting to go. It's starting to go. And then for $250 is either the wine or the foodie gift bag. And then for $500 is the pot holder that Debriana will make herself, which she's an incredible, I would call you a tailor. You're incredible. She can make anything with vintage fabrics. And then for, we just feel like giving $1,000. She's going to make this beautiful, she makes these handmade gorgeous aprons. I have been the recipient of several, and I love them. They are so special. Look at this. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's starting to look beautiful.
So the scent of caramelization with sugar, any better than that?
Heaven in a pan.
It's just heaven. So we don't want this to burn, and we don't want this to harden. So right now, it's just a real quick situation where I'm going to pour it into the ramekins while we're talking.
Okay.
I don't want it to harden, and I want this to be the top of the flan, which is going to be that gorgeous caramel top.
So beautiful.
Okay, so I'm getting ready. Getting ready here. Get all my ramekins. Get your ramekins in a row instead of your ducks.
I know, that's it.
Get your ramekins in a row.
Get your damn ramekins in a row, people.
Oh my God, orange vanilla. Like, this is fantastic. Okay. So easy. And it's beautiful. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to put enough so that it, covers the exact bottom of the ramekin. That's it.
Yeah, you don't need a ton, right?
Yeah, you don't need a ton. So, okay, this is good. So this is a race against time. While you're talking to everybody, I'm going to do this. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm just switching.
How lovely is that?
Switching to a spatula. Okay.
So if you would like to help us with our GoFundMe, you just go to GoFundMe and look up That Time We Ate Our Feelings, which is the title of our cookbook, which is coming out August 8th.
Yes.
It actually is. Wow, it has been a long time coming. We're still we're right now proofreading it, right? This very moment.
I mean, okay, I just did that perfectly without spilling it. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that.
I'm patting myself on the back for you.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Okay, so that was easy. All right, so now we got all the caramel in here, right? And you're looking at the bottom of the pan.
That's gorgeous.
I'm swirling it around before it hardens because God, does it harden quick? Okay, so swirl, get the bottom covered, and then we're going to set it to the side, and that's all you have to do with that. Okay, that's beautiful. All of this stuff, perfect. So far, so good.
Yay.
Harden immediately. You take that off the heat, and it's completely, wow.
So time is of the essence at this point.
Time is of the essence. I'm actually going to take a little bit of this one and put it in this little spot.
You don't want to short anybody their deliciousness.
Everybody wants the caramel. Okay, so far, let's see if I can get one that's hardened for you to look at. It looks like this. Okay.
Perfect. Lovely.
Delicious. Okay, that's good. Let me taste it. Oh my God. Okay. Caramel, vanilla, orange, and Cointreau.
Nothing better.
But the Cointreau, that wasn't in the recipe. Okay. Yum. It has orange. Wow.
Delicious.
Okay. That's delicious. Okay. Done. Now we're going to make the custard. So this is an interesting one. It's not how I normally make custard. Now there's so many different ways to make flan. If you look it up, there's a million recipes. Everybody's grandma has a recipe. It's a very, very popular dessert. And I think every country has their version of it. I swear to
I
God.
personally think it's breakfast.
I swear to God, every country has their version of it. So, you know, sometimes people just use the egg yolk and they separate the eggs, and that's more of a traditional custard. Sometimes people do whole egg. I'm doing whole egg. Sometimes people use the sweetened condensed milk, as we said before. Sometimes people use cream. It's really up to you what your body wants and needs. And, you know, you can try all the different ways to make it if you want. So I've been having these eggs sit out all day. They are room temp. And why is that, Debriana?
You don't want to add cold eggs to your warm milk.
That's right, because right now we're gonna scald. Yes, I did say the word scald. We're gonna scald some cream and sugar, eggs, vanilla, and we're making the custard base, okay? And then we're going to, you know, when we put the eggs are going to be separate. It's everything but the eggs, scalding the cream, and then you're going to add it to eggs. So
yeah, you don't want them scrambling.
I don't want scrambled eggs. Nobody wants that. So I'm going to get the eggs in a bowl right now, and I'm going to put them to the side, and I'm just going to beat them slightly.
And then you're going to do a thing that is called tempering the eggs.
Yeah.
But first you got to get the milk or the cream up to temp.
I'm just going to get I'm going to beat these eggs, 3 eggs, and just put them to the side right now. So they'll get even more room temp by getting out of the shell, even though they feel room temp. Because, yeah, you just don't want the cooked egg.
Well, the prices of eggs are coming down, thank goodness.
I noticed that, and butter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And they actually had eggs today when I went to Costco. They've been out of them for so long.
How was your trip to Costco today?
Oh, you know, it was hot. And there were a lot of people there. A lot.
Yeah.
I was there. I think I was there like around 1 o'clock, which is too close to lunchtime.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody just wants to munch on their free samples. And I'm like, no, just let me go in and get out. I don't know. It's hard. It's kind of dumb to go into Costco for like 3 things, but that's what I did.
I'm also going to put my sugar in here because the eggs and sugar sit together while we're making this custard part. So it's a 1/4 cup of sugar.
Okay.
Right now. So that starts to, you know, dissolve. Okay. There we go. So you go sit over here. All right. There's that. Now is the fun part where we're going to zest an entire orange and half a lemon first.
You're putting that in milk?
So I'm getting out my handy dandy microplane zester and get another orange out. I'm going to zest it into this saucepan that we're going to scald the cream with. So zest an entire orange and half a lemon.
Okay. I like that zester.
These microplanes were a game changer when they came out. Remember that?
I know, yes, because I remember trying to slice them and chop them really tiny, and then there were those other ones that scraped it off, and they were hard to use. I mean, I think I still have one around. Those are good for decorations. The one that scrapes them.
These things are incredible. In fact, they should be a sponsor of Current Kitchen. But if you've never owned a microplane before, it's a brand. These zesters and come in a million different types now. They large, small, and they just make zesting and you know, fine cheeses or grating things so wonderful. I have a chocolate grater from them. Fantastic. This is a wonderful company Totally affordable. Okay, lemon. Half a lemon.
And I always make sure that if you're going to use a lemon or an orange, please be sure they're organic.
Oh God, yes.
For the outside, like if you're using that's the part that would get sprayed the most with pesticides. So it's really
right.
You need to make sure you're using something really.
I mean, you should be buying organic anyway, but especially if you're gonna zest. Okay, so the zest is in. Now, I'm gonna add the juice, and it's gonna be another half cup of fresh squeezed orange juice. I'm doing it by myself because the lemon squeezer is not a good idea. Just saying. On the fly. And
are you going to add that? You're adding that to the milk, or what are you using? Cream?
Yeah, I got heavy cream.
Okay.
Because that's how I roll. You know what I just realized? You could use this.
Yeah, I have that.
The reamer.
The reamer. You just have to watch the seeds with the reamer.
Oh my God. Okay, everything just got easier. Wow. Okay. Why didn't I do that? My brain's not connecting today. It happens.
Yep. So how much I have used before when I've made flan, I found organic sweetened condensed goat milk.
You were saying that.
So good.
Okay, that sounds amazing, and I want to try that at one point for sure. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I think I actually got it at like Smith's or something.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have a lot of sweetened condensed products there, so it doesn't surprise me. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the orange juice in there with the zest. This is half a cup of water.
I do. I think I have one of those. Those glass ones somewhere. I love those. They're so pretty anyway.
Tablespoon of vanilla. Probably tablespoon of Cointreau. Why not? And now it is, how much cream? It is 2 cups of cream.
Okay. Which is probably that whole thing, right?
I think it is.
If it's 16 ounces, it is.
Yep. Well, I'm just measuring it anyway. So there's 1 cup. This is going to be delicious.
There's me. If it's 16 ounces, just pour it in.
Yep. Of course, Debriana. Exactly right. Exactly right. Okay, I'm going to get a clean whisk, and I'm going to also get my strainer prepared to strain this. I have 2 different ones. I don't know which one's going to work, but we'll just hope for the best. Okay, so now, what's the definition of scald? You're basically bringing this to right before boil. And you have to stir it constantly. You don't want it to burn. And
that's the trick, is not letting it burn.
You have to watch it the whole time, because this cream is going to bubble up, and it's going to foam, and it's going to come fast. So I'm just watching it, and everything's going to be fine.
And then what happens? You pour it in. You pour it.
I strain it to strain out the zest, and I strain it into the egg mixture, but I have to let this cool. It can't be hot off of the thing. It has to be. So what happens is I remove it from heat, and then it says add hot cream to egg mixture, but I'm going to let it cool.
Well, you can temper the eggs, and then you can do it. So if you temper the eggs, you're fine to do it that way with it hot.
Just
So
a little bit of time, right? That's
So
what that
yeah,
means.
so yeah, so tempering means you're gonna keep stirring the eggs and pour a little bit of the hot cream in and a little bit of the hot cream in until till the eggs come up to the temperature, and then you can pour the eggs back into the mixture and stir it.
Exactly. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. And it's starting to get hot in here. It's starting to scald. And it's a beautiful, God, this is such a beautiful, like, light orange color. It's gorgeous. I love how adding the OJ, because I've never made this orange vanilla before. I just made the regular traditional vanilla kind.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this beautiful color. So it's probably going to be really pretty when it's done. So I can tell you, after we mix this together, you just immediately add it to the ramekins. We're going to put them in the water bath battery, and it's going to cook for uncovered for 50 to 60 minutes. We're going to test with the knife, to make sure the knife is clean and it's cooked all the way through. And then it jiggles. And then you let the custard cool on a baking rack, for, I would say, an hour. It's got to really cool. And then you cover it with plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for, I would say, 2 hours.
Okay.
It's going to set. And then after it sets, and preferably overnight, I'll probably do this overnight.
See, this is breakfast.
Kids, flan for breakfast. Flan for breakfast.
Yeah, eggs and cream. That sounds like an omelet, but only better.
Caramel, orange caramel. So if I do it overnight, and then, so what you're going to do is, it's like it creates from the steam this water that goes and mixes with the caramel, and that makes its own sauce. So when you flip it over with, you take a knife and you loosen the edges, and when you flip it over onto a plate, the sauce just comes out, and it's like this beautiful.
Yeah, it just runs and all over. Oh, it's so delicious.
It's like magic. It's so fun to do. I will get one of the kids to film me flipping it over for everybody.
Okay.
When we have it for breakfast.
Yes.
Anything else you want to talk about?
While you're stirring. Oh my God.
Scalding. I'm scalding mad. What am I scalding mad about?
Oh God. What? There's lots.
So there's so many things to be scalding mad about.
Yes. Well, there's our Instagram account down there. And these are things you can join. Organizations that will help us win in 2024. And there's other elections that are coming up now. They're all over the country. So a lot of these groups know about what elections are happening. Like there's abortion is on the ballot in a lot of places, whether or not to help, keep that as a right. And we can help women in other places by doing that. So please pay attention. If you want to keep your bodily autonomy.
Do you care about your bodily autonomy?
Well, there's that, and there's also, just being able to, if you're miscarrying, and you need to have an abortion. There's places that won't do it now. Women are dying, so not cool.
Not good. Okay, this is starting to scald. You know how I know? Because there are a lot of bubbles and it's starting to rise. So I'm going to turn off the heat. Woo, we did it.
Okay.
And on that note,
it's getting hot in the kitchen. Oh my God. You know what? I just started watching Shiny Happy People.
Was it good? Was it good?
Yeah, we got so pissed off after the first episode, we had to watch a Mrs. Maisel just to calm down.
Comedy. You need comedy. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot going on right now, and the best advice that I think we always give is you've just got to be active. Whatever it is,
you have to.
You cannot be passive and sit at home. You cannot be apathetic about what's going on right now in our world, in our government, locally, nationally.
All the way up the line.
Got to get involved.
Okay. So that's done. So what are you going to do now?
So now,
are you tempering those eggs, Missy?
We'll temper. No, not distemper, Monty. Temper. Sorry.
Yeah, don't get upset, puppy.
Felt a temper joke coming on. Okay, so that is good. So what we're going to do is it's going to sit to the side for a second. I'm going to get my ladle ready because I'm going to ladle this mixture into the ramekins and then put it into that. Okay. So now we've got this egg thing, right?
Yep.
Putting it on the cool burner, not the hot one.
Good idea.
And so what you're saying is I'm just going to put a little bit of the hot cream mixture in here at a time.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it with the ladle then.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to do. Okay. See, folks, it's common sense most of the time. Okay. So I'm going to keep stirring as
Yep,
I
and pour it in slowly.
Ladle this in. Oh, shoot. I have to. Oh, God, how am I going to do this? I have to. Maybe I should strain it after. No, I can't do that. I'm supposed to strain this as I ladle it. Okay. Oh, my God.
I wouldn't. I'd keep the zest in there.
Okay. I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to strain. There it is. That works. Mix, mix, mix. That was just one ladle at a time. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful. The beautiful egg mixture. Okay. It slowly cooks the eggs is what it does. You're just cooking them slowly. Okay, I'm going to do another ladle. Strain. Strain it in. Mix. Beautiful custard color.
Yeah, so you're just bringing the eggs up to the temperature slowly.
Yes.
Of that, so that they even out.
Right. I feel like if I move them, they don't have a chance to cook.
Yeah, that's why you want to stir it while that's happening, so it doesn't settle in one place and get hot somewhere, because the eggs will cook in a snap.
Right. They cook so well. Just think about ramen or egg drop soup. Okay, I'm gonna do another one. It's straining out the zest, but part of me is like,
I wouldn't.
Just eat it with the zest.
Yeah, the zest is so tiny from that microplane. I just leave it in.
You know what? I think I'm going to do that. See how you can change your mind and not follow a recipe completely? You can do this. Here I go, unorthodox, putting in the zest. Yeah, you're right. It's so micro.
It's so tiny that, in the old days, before there were microplanes, you might have to do that, but not now.
You're right. Okay, I'm just going to put in a little bit more.
It may even dissolve while you're cooking.
True. Because it's so thin.
It's so fine, yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to probably make it taste better. Okay, we're so close. So close.
Yeah, see, normally for custard, you'd be making the custard on the stove, but because you're baking it in the oven, so that's what's going to finish it off.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be yummy.
The phone has worked this entire time, and if you saw what it was in right now, you would laugh your head off.
What's that?
You would laugh your head off if you saw the contraption that my phone is in right now.
Well, that's what mine looks like every time it's on me. I have it stacked on books and a cookie grate and God knows what else.
Hey, Seamus, will you take a picture of my phone right now because it's hilarious? Okay, never mind. You don't want to know. Okay, so now I'm going to ladle it into the ramekin.
Okay, perfect.
Working. I'm so happy. Okay.
See, now by the time you put the ramekins in the bain-marie, that water will be hot.
That's right. Okay, so I'm just putting it up to the lip of the ramekin, which is a natural spot, and it leaves some room for this to rise if it does while baking.
Yeah,
it's
to
going
expand. Yeah.
Form. But this caramel is, whoa, it is totally not going anywhere. So it's kind of interesting. It's making a seal right now, I think. I mean, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Hey, this is good.
Yeah, beautiful. So that's going to go in the oven in the bain. You're going to set those right in the water in the bain-marie, right?
Yep. I'm just going to open up the oven and put it in. And what's cool is you don't have to, like with regular custard, you have to put foil on and do a whole thing. It's kind of a drag. This is so easy. Wow, this is much easier than I thought it was going to be. FYI.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Okay. Those last two were a little bit low, so I'm just going to pour these right into there.
So it made exactly 8?
It made exactly 8, but if I would have had, the 6 big ones, it would have been perfect. But okay. It's just, with these small ones, it did work out with 8, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, are you ready to get in there? Okay. I like to talk to the food sometimes. Okay.
Here comes the bain-marie. Now this part, you have to be really careful taking that hot water out of the oven.
It is bubbling right now. That was perfect. Do it that way. Okay, I'm just going to leave it right here, and I'm placing them.
Okay.
Place in the hot water. Be careful.
Yeah, that part you have to be very careful.
Be careful. I'm just going really gently.
Here's me. I get burned by everything. I'd be like, David.
This is my top oven. This is my top oven, not my lower one.
And you're not covering those, right, with foil or anything?
I'm covered. Okay. Yeah, that's the beauty of this one. No spilling. Thank you. Okay.
Careful, careful.
And it should be, a half-inch, really halfway up the ramekin.
And halfway up the ramekin, yeah.
Yeah, level of water. Okay, it's perfect, Debriana. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm slowly rolling those guys in.
Yeah, that's the part where you want to be really careful. Don't just push it in the oven.
All right, now I'm setting.
I've done that.
I'm setting the timer for 50. That's 50 minutes. But and I'm going to check it, and it can go to 60. And I'm sure it depends on altitude and a whole bunch of things. So just do the knife test.
Yeah,
and
how hot the water is and all that stuff. Yeah.
It should be custard consistency. Then we're going to cool them. Take them out of the bain-marie and put, with pot holders, and put them on a baking rack to cool. And then once they're room temp, you can wrap them and put them in the fridge for 2 hours.
Yay.
That's it.
Yeah. Yay. Good job. Bravo.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I accomplished something. I feel better. Cooking should make you feel better afterwards. Yes. Kind of like a good workout, Yeah.
Okay, everybody. We'll post the pictures as usual. Please don't forget about our GoFundMe. And
donate if you can. We really, really appreciate it. We appreciate you all so much. And just the cookbook is really happening, and we can't wait for you to see it. It's just,
And everybody who's owed a cookbook will get one as soon as it's published.
we've got the list from the people from last time, and you know, it's kind of crazy. The other day we just put in the title into Google, and it's going to be like if you wanted to get it at Target or like whatever bookstore.
Walmart.
So it's kind of everywhere in less than 2 months.
We're kind of excited.
What have we done?
We did it. We did it.
We're unleashing this to the world finally. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So thank you, everybody who's donated already, and keep it coming. So, you know, we're kind of like public TV. We don't want to have to keep asking.
We don't. Let us end the fundraiser early, and then we'll stop bothering you. But to the 30 wonderful people that have donated, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And try out the recipe for the flan. Let us know how it goes.
I'll let you know. It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
It's out there.
yeah. Woo! We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much.